Gonna move back a little bit. So I'm in a planted pine section of the woods, and I'm in one of them, you know, them line. We got the lines, and you see up to the sky. It's misty, it's eerie, and I found this weed growing up, and it's sort of like telling a story of like survival of the fittest, sort of a theme to the image, but I can't make it work exactly how I want it to. With the 50's too tight, and then my 11 to 16's too wide. I'm struggling framing that around where there isn't too much dead space in the foreground which leads through. It's quite a wide opening. You could do with like a dead tree or something to fill that. But yeah, I'm gonna work it a little bit longer because I think it's worth investing a little bit of time in it. But this is a classic sort of a case of knowing when to move on. Just appreciate it for yourself in your own eyes. Just because it looks good to you in that moment doesn't necessarily mean that it translates to a good image. So, especially in Woodland, if you thought like that all the time, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good, you'd end up with so many images. None of them would be an image that you haven't possibly rushed or thought about enough. So try to refrain from shooting the shit out of the woods. Easier said than done, I must admit. Yeah, I'm going to work this a little bit and then probably going to move on. Don't think it's going to work, if I'm honest. I'm not sure what it is today, but whether it's the fact that I've lost my voice for some reason. No, because the conditions are perfect. It's a little bit flat, but it's like a sort of subtle mist, sort of atmosphere. I am happy with at least my first shot. I think the shot of the weed in that sort of planted pine. I took some variants, so I've got a few options when I get back, but that weed was swaying a little bit in the long exposure, slightly long exposure, so it's around 4 seconds. So I'm not holding out much hope. I feel a little bit down about today's shoot. I've sort of walked around in a little circle, and now I'm a little bit like, what do? Do I walk back further into the woods, or do I call it quits and not force it? I think I'm going to call it quits. It's just one of them things where with Woodland is can be very frustrating, and I know that we all put, likes of us put videos up and some half decent shots that, and reality is it's more like this. I would say my success rate for Woodland is probably only down sort of 20%. Every 10 times I go, maybe I get 2 images. Yeah, this is a new section of the woods. It's got a lot going on. There's a pine, planted pine, there's some old oaks, there's some lovely paths and walks. There's also a lot of brambles. So you need to know the area to get that success rate up. But I'm not particularly bothered, if I'm honest. It's such a lovely morning to be out. The birds are singing, and it's just one of them things. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Photoninja, and I'll see you next week, where I might know this woods a little bit more. Have a good Sunday. See you next week.